they can surprise you and come up with things. They can be hilarious. What's amazing to me is that I've been sitting around watching these goats eat for close to about a year and a half now, and I'm still not tired of just watching them eat. They're endlessly fascinating. They are not good for your productivity if you happen to work from home and hire the goats, because you'll find you'll spend more time outside watching the goats than inside doing your work. My name is Alex Bowman. I am owner and operator of Goat Patrol, which is a targeted grazing business. I have a herd of goats that I take out to clear unwanted vegetation. I had the idea to start this business in this early spring of 2008 when I was working in my own backyard trying to clear some patch of English ivy so I could plant some flowers. And after working for several hours and only clearing a couple feet, I thought there's got to be a better way, which made me think of goats. I used to live in the Pacific Northwest, where it was actually fairly common to use herds of goats to clear away big swaths of vegetation. So I'd heard of this type of business before. And when I thought about North Carolina, and especially the Triangle region, I thought that goats would actually be a great fit just because of the climate and the culture here, and the pervasive overgrown backyards. The people that are most inclined to hire goats to take care of their yards are people who have a more open mind and are willing to try new things. In general, yeah, I get a lot of free thinkers are hiring the Goat Patrol. The goats had done a long-term job, about a 10-day job in Chapel Hill on a very steep slope covered with wisteria, and they had pretty much eaten the hillside bare. And I went in to speak with the couple that lived there, and the couple happened to be a retired couple who were really interesting, and they offered me some tea, and we sat down, and next thing I know, it had been half an hour, and I suddenly realized that the goats had finished what they were there to do, and said, "Oh, we really should get back outside so I can pack up the goats because I think they're done." And we stood up and stepped outside and discovered that the goats had in fact finished everything and had also succeeded in knocking down that entire wall of fence, and were fanning out across her beautifully tended garden. The good news of this story was it didn't take long to round them back up, and the couple in question found the whole experience pretty funny. So, they didn't really have time to do any serious damage, but yeah, that's one of the reasons why I stay with the goats, is because you're never 100% guaranteed that they're going to stay inside in that fence. So they are all very distinctive. They all have their own personalities and ways of behaving. They can be very affectionate, and they can also be very clever, and they pay attention to what you do and watch and learn and come up with new tricks to get around your fences and other things. A great number of my customers tell me that they miss them when they leave and miss having them around outside. So it's always an adventure, and it's a learning process, and it's not like using a lawnmower that you put in the shed at the end of the day and forget about it until you need it again. These are animals that need constant care and attention, and minds of their own. So.
Is this your time in the spotlight, Priscilla?